I want to be sure to ask as well just about the casting on the film, the voice cast. I mean, I think it's this movie's very interesting in that they feel like very sort of full performances from the actors, even though they were just working with their voices and you were sort of handling the physicality. And I guess at what point are you imagining who you want in the roles, or maybe what kind of actor you want, and then what is the process of sort of interfacing their voice work with the physical creation?
Well, when we first started working with the Alan Snow book, we realized, for us, that the most unique creations were the Boxtrolls, and that the core story involved the Boxtrolls raising this boy underground. So we immediately started to look for the voice of the boy. So we knew it was going to be a period film set in a European-type locale, which means English accents for the American audience. So we did look at a lot of young English actors, and we found Isaac Hempstead Wright, who we really liked. And once we sort of focused on him, it becomes a quest for building the orchestra around him. It's literally, taking all clips from his movies and from interviews with him, playing them against the design, which at that point was only a drawing. Does that feel right? Does it feel naive enough? Does it feel like he was raised by creatures who eat bugs underground? And whatever feels right. And then he's going to be spending a lot of time with Winnie. Now, Elle Fanning had, her whole family had been a friend of the studio, so we had hoped that she would be involved. So we play them talking to each other from their movies. The dialogue doesn't make any sense, but you just hear their voices bouncing off, getting more emotional and less. And then you build the band around them. And does it feel like a full orchestra? Is there enough difference between them? Does Nick Frost's body fit the silhouette of Trout? Does Richard Ayoade fit the silhouette and stuff? And then Sir Ben, who can do any kind of voice, but is Don Logan right for Snatcher and stuff? And that you just keep doing that until hopefully they say yes.
I know it's incredible. You were telling me that Ben Kingsley really has not done a lot of animated voice work. Were you surprised that he agreed to the role?
Yeah, I mean, he was at sort of the top of our list for our villain, but I don't think any of the three of us thought he actually would take on the project. And so when he did, it was like, okay, we better get our A game on here.
No, he's one of the greatest actors who's ever lived. We're a rinky-dink stop-motion outfit in the Pacific
Yeah,
Northwest.
he'll do it. Yeah, no problem.
So no, we were surprised when he did it. But the thing was, you have in your mind an idea of who this character is. You've developed it, you've written it, you've designed it, and then what a great actor will do, they'll give you something that you didn't expect, but is also perfect. And that's exactly what Ben Kingsley gave us. In that we had an idea of who we thought this character was. We showed up at the studio, we talked about it. He got in there. He actually felt like he had to basically lie down. He was almost completely lie down in order to get the voice to come out of his belly. From Sir Ben's perspective, this was a character who was gluttonous, who was kind of eaten so badly and has so many horrible appetites that's where the voice would come from. And from the first utterances from his mouth, we were sort of taken aback because it was not at all what we expected. And yet, once we heard it, we also knew it was perfect. And that's what great actors give you, things you don't expect, but are absolutely right for the role.
Yeah, or sometimes you hold back a little. I remember Tracy Morgan saying, I really want to do this movie because my baby will be born and I really want to be in a movie that I can show my baby. And I was like, well, the character you're playing, he's not actually one of the better guys. Oh, that's okay, that's okay.
Tracy was really proud of his British accent, too.